Welcome back to Benny's Custom Works, proudly supported by Valvoline and Sparesbox. Don't forget Benny 5 on checkout. This week, I've got a time slip in my hand and we've got multiple PBs with the CRESTA at the track here at Sydney Motorsport Park. We're at the Grudge Kings test day. What do you reckon's on it? Let's find out. For a first test hit, that was pretty good. The car went straight, nothing really to report. It's a little bit of a new combo. Empire did a bit of a health check on it for us. Shout out to Omar actually for doing it last minute. I was in Japan and he actually had the car while I was away. I only picked it up 2 days ago to come to this event today. So he's basically gone through the top end of the motor, replaced the timing chain guide, and he's actually redialed in the cams, just changed something a little bit different for us. I think he's advanced the exhaust cam from memory to try and give us a little bit better spool. So yeah, it seems to be working well. It definitely left well. So yeah, we'll turn it around and probably sit out for a little bit just to get the car cool again. Then we'll get straight back in the lanes.
Well, I'll pull some timing out just so that you don't have to pedal. Turn the boost up. So up the boost 2 pounds, up the RPM 50 RPM, made the laser ride height a little bit more aggressive, so it catches it, but you just hold it flat. So yeah, it's coming up at a pretty fast rate.
I sat on the chip for a bit too.
Over 400 is fine. That's its normal height going down the track. So I'll say as soon as we get to like 440, we'll pull a degree out and we'll see what it does.
Do we have torque management on at all?
It is on a little bit. I think we should just turn it off.
I reckon too, because what if it catches us
Correct,
and actually slows
and we're going
us down?
fast.
Yeah. I'd rather have it off.
I'd rather spin and go, cool, we'll just manually adjust. We're not racing.
Yeah, exactly.
We're trying to go a PB.
Today's a PB day, not a I want to win a $20 trophy day.
Hold it flat.
Oh, hold it flat, boss.
If this works, the next pass, we're going to nitrous it and the whole track.
Yeah.
Or we'll do a whole track, then we'll do a nitrous whole track.
Nah, after this one, as long as this one goes down, we'll just go gas full pass.
All right, well, let's go.
We've done that.
Why are we sitting here talking?
Go out there and have some fun, damn it.
It pretty much spun instantly. It was like 0.2 of a second. I'll compare it to the other one just to get some data, but I reckon we just turn that back down and go again. 50 RPM difference. Well, the 50 RPM did give it a little bit more boost on the two-step as well. Yeah, see there, like the RPM is above, but it's not in a crazy rate. But like it was moving, but yeah, maybe just a bit too much. I guess, yeah, the manifold pressure when you actually overlap them on that pass was way more aggressive. Like that 50 RPM.
That's just when that turbo comes on boost, obviously.
Yeah, like it was at, well, I'll just go real close, like here, at 0.2 of a second. The previous run was at 17.5 pound, that was at 22.
The thing is too, we're going to have a lot more heat in the exhaust manifold.
After your first pass.
Yeah,
so
the car was cold.
Yeah, I really do think we just turn 50 RPM and go again. All we've done is we've gone the 50 RPM back, left the boost up, because we are making a little bit more boost on that RPM in the ramp. I have turned on that torque management just on that curve and only for the first second, that if it goes about 100 RPM over the curve, it will just pull out. It's only 2-3 degrees, but it might be enough to just let it get through it.
Yeah, sick.
Rather than wasting a pass.
Hopefully it'll carry it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
But then it's off after 1 second. So
yeah, cool.
It's not going to affect the run, it's just that first second.
Just to carry us through that sticky patch, or the unsticky patch.
Unsticky patch.
felt good. It still spun just marginally on the hit, but I gathered it up and got back into it. I don't reckon it's a 7, but it felt good. So happy to get a full pass down, because it's been a while since I've done a pass in the car. Hopefully, yeah, we'll get back out, get into it, and maybe run a 7. Who knows? I've been saying that for like 2 years now, so wish me luck.
The first pass, of course, we went dead straight. Everything looked good. We did a wheelie. The second pass, the actual car on the hit twisted and the rear end pushed it to the right, but we thought it was the traction issue, one tyre gripping and one not. After that pass, putting the same settings in, it did the exact same thing. So Ben said that he did hear a bit of a noise in the back when he's clicking it into gear, so we'll get under the rear end and have a look. Yeah, that's promising.
Apart from something being wrong, let's see.
Yeah, it's got the horsepower now. The horsepower is what we were chasing.
Shit, that's manual.
I wish we had like cool manual classes in Australia. The physical car, when you watch that video,
It dives right
the whole
now.
front end like literally goes that way.
That's crazy, because in the seat, it doesn't feel like that.
See, even in this pass, you must have pedalled.
Yeah, I did.
That's where Ben chicken foots it. Down to 70% throttle.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Oh, you found something? Well, this rod end's loose. And the play, just the distance in the thread play will definitely,
Change it.
yeah. that's
You
probably
mark
enough.
them all?
I sure do.
Awesome.
So we can just tighten it back to the mark.
Sweet.
But the annoying thing is, I think we'll have to try and tighten it with a punch. Because of the horseshoe, you can't get a spanner on it.
Oh, it did try and spin at 0.6 this time. It even shows that it spun on the gear shift 1 to 2.
Weird. So the little bit of a design compromise with the rear end of the CRESTA, being obviously that it's a body car, not a chassis car that's been built from scratch, is the ladder bar is actually up inside a pocket. And unfortunately, the nut that has worked its way loose, I can't get a spanner on while it's in position. So it means we either pull the whole ladder bar out to tighten it, which I really don't want to do because it could upset the geometry. So what I'm going to do is a little bit dodge, but I'm going to use this extension bar and just tap the flat to get it back to tight. Because yeah, A, it's a lot quicker, and B, it means I'm not actually touching any of your rear end geometry, because I don't really want to be upsetting that, because if I do, that's a bad time. And we're also going to spanner check the rest of them while we're here, because why not? Well, it lines up again. Is now a good time to tell you what I had to do to the radiator?
Don't want to know.
Okay. Yeah, it was like 6 mile an hour PB or something.
And two tenths slower in the 60.
Yeah, the 60 was not so great. Yeah. That's all right, we'll come back next one. No, that was sick, bro. That was cool.
That's smart that you mark everything like that.
I was gonna say a good tip is actually marking everything when you tighten it, so then you can visually check it. The only time when that can become an issue is if it does a full rotation, but normally at that point, you see there's a gap. Like the flat's not bottomed out. Because the diff is effectively the sway bar, that rose joint will work loose. It does happen.
Of course, we're doing the rear end, the problem that we found, so hopefully that's our fix. Pulling a little bit of timing out. He pedalled it again. Of course, we told him to hold it flat. He will the next time. And
I'll hold it flat, boss. Sorry,
yeah.
Captain.
If it spins, then it's my fault, you know?
Yeah.
I want to be to blame. But yeah, that's about it. Just tidying it up, and then, yeah, if we get a clean pass, like that did an 813 with a pedal, a little bit of traction issues, stuff like that. So fingers crossed we get past the 80, but we'll see.
See, I do use a bar. Am I going to try right lane in this pass?
Yeah. Yep.
Would you like to do that?
Yeah, I don't care.
All right, cool, let's do that. That wasn't what I was hoping. So we had some sort of breakdown then. I'm going to assume ignition. We'll see what the data says. It dropped the cylinder, then it came back, then it dropped it again. I think I was just on the chip too long, maybe. It's a bit finicky sometimes, so we'll go back, pull the log, put a set of plugs in it, and turn around. It's starting to get pretty warm, so might actually let it cool down a little bit. But yeah, I feel like it's there today. We're just working for it.
Oh, look at the tracking marks.
Yeah.
Number 5 was the problem, and number 1.
Hey, it's good. At least it's a clear problem.
Maybe those things aren't like.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like to see it all the way to the
Yeah,
end?
see the ridge? It doesn't.
Yeah.
These are tracking marks?
Yeah, so that's basically like a burn mark or an arc mark where electricity's lazy. It's going to take the easiest path. So if it can jump from there to there, rather than go through this physical spark plug, that's what it's going to do. They have also done 4 passes back to back, so like maybe they're just tired. It's not getting colder, that's for sure.
So what are we looking at here, Matty?
Just making sure I'm not missing anything else, but yeah, definitely as soon as you let off the button, number 1 cylinder pretty much went cold, and then number 5 I had a moment, and those are the 2 that have track marks. There's not really much more we can change. And sort of just change the plugs and go again.
Yep.
Got no data to go off actually making a change. It didn't turn the tyre, but it still is pulling the car to the right, so.
The other thing is, bro, it could have just be that it has rear steer.
Yeah, but it didn't do it the first pass. It was dead
That's
straight.
true.
It wasn't as bad. So that could just be the whole no ARB.
If we get some cloud cover over, if that cloud cover settles, that'll drop the track temp a few degrees pretty quick.
It also, they're not spraying the track with glue, so Ben loves picking slick tracks.
Man, I always thought this was a radial event.
It is a good track though, like that
Yeah.
is killer. It's just, yeah,
It's just not radial.
Not radial prep. So Ben's decided he wants to be in control
Somewhat.
with his life.
So we were talking about running nitrous for the whole pass, but I think the issue I have at the moment is the 60 foot's a bit So my current plan is if the 60, well, Matty's changing the configuration at the moment that the bump button, once we get vehicle speed with no trans brake, is that correct?
It's off the race timer, so it's the 9.
Yeah, so there's all sorts of little different parameters that will turn the bump button into nitrous. But won't that short shift the auto? Or do we have to take that function away?
I'll have to look at the auto shift, how that is.
Sorry, someone has yelled it's on fire.
Yeah, I know, I heard that too.
It was just the air cleaner, I think, had a backfire and they caught the filter on fire. And that, kids, is the reason why no one's allowed to have pod filters, because carby cars catch filters on fire. That's the logic behind it. Which, on a carby car, makes sense. On an EFI car, can't happen. And that only works on race timer, so even if I bash the bump button on
Yeah, it won't.
on the burnout, it won't do anything. Because I don't want to be hammering gas into it in the burnout. No.
Oh, it will. The condition's working, but of course it's not spraying because you need to be over wide open throttle.
Yeah. But I mean, as far as it's telling you that it's functional.
Yeah, like so right now it would say nitrous on, you'd let off, nitrous turns off, nitrous back on.
Yeah, if the 60 goes down, I'll just grab it. Just whole pass.
That's very Men in Black.
Wow.
See the red button? Never hit the red button.
Push the red button.
Yeah.
Are you going to have a little catchphrase, you know, when you push it? No?
If the phrase is too long, the pass will be over. By the time I deliver the line, I'll have parachutes in the air.
I reckon he'll hesitate. He'll be like,
Nah, bro, if it goes down in the 60, it's just party mode. The tyres, but it rolled out. We'll have to see. It was close.
It's a high 8.0. Did you hold it the whole way or?
The gas?
Yeah.
I grabbed it, I reckon, at about, it was in second gear.
But you held it all the way?
Yeah,
I just heard it break up.
I don't think so.
Okay.
It likes that. 172 mile an hour. 808, 132. 0.1's 0.2, boys. 0.1 is 0.2. Words to live by.
But see, this is a crazy thing. The first pass it was doing wheelies. Now it's not doing wheelies.
Yeah, but the 60-foot shit too, though.
No, but that's what I mean. Like I was trying to make the car not do wheelies. You know?
Yeah, well, now we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, but I gotta pull.
Don't know why, though.
I've got to turn the boost down.
I wonder if the converter is tighter when it's cold.
Yeah,
It was just the converter was so tight, it's gone blah.
I've got to turn the. I'm gonna turn the boost down, as in the ramp.
Yeah.
So that it like sort of steps. So for the first like 1 second, we'll have like 44 pounds, not 48.
Yeah, so it progresses.
Yeah.
It's not just 48 off the chip, like a second into the run.
Yep.
Yeah, bro. You can't be unhappy with that.
No, I'm not unhappy, but
I know, it's just a heartbreaker.
as we said, we needed the horsepower. The track might not be there to do the normal 60 foots we can do.
I'm not that fussed
But
about it.
the
We did
horsepower-
808 with a 132.
Correct.
If we can do like a 125, that's a
That's a
790 and change. I'll take a 7 with a million nines after it. I don't care at this point.
All right, so
for the first time in a long time, I can say we've PB'd. And it's 808 at 172.4, so we've got some mile an hour.
6 mile per hour.
The 60 foot was not great, 132. We did change to the right lane for this pass. I just wanted to see what the deal was, because I know someone with a radial car did a 117 earlier today. The green Tirana that I raced, that I did a pass against, he went 117 in the 60. So I was interested to see if that lane would hold it. Current consensus is not so much, but I'm pretty confident now that we can probably do something today. Use the nitrous for a lot of the pass. That pass Matty set up like a scramble button. I don't know exactly how long he used it for, but I'm sure I'm about to be told. I reckon I probably used it about 2 seconds in and then held it for the rest of the pass.
He hesitated. He pushed it on, off, and then back on.
That was
but
just a glove.
It was at 2.8 seconds.
Yeah, righto. So if we got another second of gas effectively.
Yeah, I'm not going to use it in first. We have a traction issue. There is traction issue, so we've got to solve that now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pull boost out of first gear, like the first second.
Yeah.
Level that off, which then will hopefully everything will come good. Then put the boost back in.
But even our 8th mile is 0.1 down.
Man,
one
I hate to say it, if we held it flat on the first pass, and I told you not to.
Yeah.
You actually proper pelted it. You went to 60% throttle
on that
for
pass
a lot
then.
of the pass.
Yeah.
For 1.3 seconds.
In that pass then?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
But that's what did save the car from turning.
Yeah, see, I was like, I just feathered it, and I'm like, yeah, get back in. And then as soon as I got back on the throttle was about when I grabbed the gas.
Yep.
If I had to guess.
Yeah, exactly that.
Because I'm like, there's no point grabbing the button if the throttle's not flat anyway, because it won't do anything.
No, you did well.
Thanks, bro. You did well.
So we're going to level this boost out, bring it back in.
The mile an hour makes me very happy.
Something we've been chasing for a while. I've always said, I'm like, this motor...
Just something didn't add up. Against this car and Ben's car, there was always
something different.
An unknown. 808, bro. You can't be sad about that. With a garbage 60 foot.
Oh, like, we were always doing killer 60s and we just had nothing left.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't help you.
We just tapped out at that point.
Yeah. Now we have the power. So.
Got the numbers, we just need a bit of track.
So all we do is we're just going to pull some boost out to hopefully get us back into the 1.2s without you pedaling.
Yeah.
And then that should just net us everything.
And you're going to put the gas in, and you're going to bring gas on after the second gear change?
Yeah, I can just do it from it's from 2.2 seconds. So a little bit
earlier than what I was.
Earlier than you.
Yeah.
But enough that it should be through the gear.
Yeah, cool. Let's try that. Huzzah. Good job, Matthew.
Huzzah.
Congrats.
So pretty much he doesn't have a scramble button anymore. I've just made it automatic that it sprays where we normally have it spray, then we get through the first gear and then it sprays again.
Cool.
Usually we'd probably spray it the whole run, but we are having traction issues, so there's no point adding more nitrous into it.
Yeah, it's more of a variable as well, I guess.
Yeah. It's a very easy thing for me to pull out, 75 horsepower because I just have it turned off.
Yeah.
the boost, that curve was way like less aggressive than the last one.
But like if we can get like a high 1.2, we're
Yeah.
golden.
Well, that last one was a 131 and then it spun out there. And I was
Yeah.
like, cool, just touch it up and we'll go again.
Yeah. But we did change lanes too. We just got to pick a lane and stay in it, I think. Which lane do you want?
Go back to the left then.
Stick with the left for the rest of the day, I think.
Yep.
See my
Again,
drift?
the traction.
Yeah, that was a bit scary, that one.
How was the drift, bro? Like that was... At that point I just got out and I was like,
Yeah.
this ain't it.
Yeah.
The track's just beating us up, bro. Like, I don't know.
Like, the big difference is, on a test day like this, at an event like this, we would be putting an A to B pass in it and we'd be going down every pass.
Yeah.
But we're trying to run a PB.
Yeah.
That's the problem. We can put an 820 and an 830 in this and it'll go down all the time.
The other problem is, the last time we had the car on the hoist, when I put the new ladder bars in, we went more aggressive with the anti-squat.
For a good track, correct. We're not,
So,
it's hurting us on a condition like this, on a track like this.
yeah. So I think we're right on the threshold of the anti-squat percentage. Because I reckon the bar in the bottom hole is only just above 100%. I reckon it's only 110, 115. Like, I've never plotted it, but the way the car reacts, it only just separates.
We got out to 0.6, then it toned a little bit but grabbed, and then it blew the tyres at 1.5 seconds. And then it proper blew when the nitrous came on.
Then I tried to turn it into a drift demo.
Yes.
Just give it a bit of fire water. I reckon we go back to the less anti-squat next time.
Yeah.
Even if we do come to a hectic track, we know it's going to go 117.
Yeah, it was just the wheelies.
It just doesn't like... Yeah, but...
At the end of the day, the wheelies were fine. It was the car was going right on the wheelie.
Yeah, I reckon it just needs a little bit of rear steer.
So is that because the car's pulling right a little bit?
Yeah, you'd shorten the left bar or you'd make the right bar longer. Because then it's going to make it want to go that way instead of that way.
Hey, Ben.
Hey,
Ben.
I'm just fueling at the moment.
Okay. Well, considering that like the track's getting worse, I'm
Yeah.
going to put the nitrous back on your scramble button
Yeah.
because then it's up to you. Yeah, he was drifting. I've pulled probably another 2 degrees of timing out on the initial hit. It did spin a little bit, but the traction grabbed it, so that was fine. But if we can stop it from grabbing it, then makes it a lot better. And then I did an extra -3 or 4 from like 0.3 onwards to 1 second, 1.5. So it's a chunk of timing out of it, but yeah, and the boost is 4 pounds lower than what we started on the start of the day. So it's, don't really want to get too low on the boost because we're here to do a PB. We're not here to try and, you know, get A to B passes for tomorrow race day.
For a bit, so I hope it was enough. The track's definitely come around though. Having a little bit cooler air. I think the track temp itself has dropped off. They did also drag the track again, so that will help with surface consistency. They definitely haven't put any more glue down, so as far as the physical adhesion goes, it's probably not going to be massively different. Let's hope it paid off. Oh, you dog.
It's just...
Oh, up. I forgot the gas till like a third of the way down.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was excited, so excited that it went down.
I know.
I was just like, oh man, I was punching air from like half past.
So we did a 3400.
Yeah.
That was a 3458.
How does movie magic work? Can you just make it run
Well,
a
at least
7?
we're back to 8-0 up. 131.
Yeah, I know.
5-2. See, still 5-2 to the 8th.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like,
It's just
we're
that,
slowing
literally
it down
that there.
so
but,
much.
but I have seen a lot more cars go down.
No, it was.
Oh, mate,
no.
in the Grange
But
went
it-
down.
No, and then he bombed the tyre.
Yeah, but that was way down, and I
but
deliberately went
But
left.
he's never bombed it on the hit.
Yeah,
He's-
okay.
He's
Yeah,
just
I
gone
don't-
down. He went a 750 before.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but again, they're easing into it because they're racing for a race day. You
Yeah,
know,
they're trying to win something.
you're here going, hey,
Well,
can we do a PB?
We've
on
done
it?
another one at 8:04, which is still
Yeah.
heartbreaking, but
It's good.
turns out when you forget to grab the nitrous till about a third of the way down the track, maybe there's something in that.
Maybe.
But I'll just remember more. You guys will enjoy the in-car of me yelling and thinking that I've won the lotto, but anyway. I was, you know what? I was pumped anyway, and I'm like, if I don't do something and then you're like, oh, you're a bit relaxed for a 790. It felt good, hey.
Don't celebrate, mate.
Well, you can just use that. You can use that footage after I run a 7, and I'll just like full.
Yes.
Oh, the track's still my life though. It still didn't come out clean.
Like,
Hey,
oh, you can put it back in there. I don't
I'll
care.
put it in the console. I'm just gonna get this plastic water bottle bag. Been watching it make its way toward me. Oh yeah.
No, you hit the nitrous the same port, 2.5 seconds.
Oh really?
Yep.
Oh, I actually forgot and then grabbed it.
Well, it all looks nice. I reckon we just turn the two-step up 50 or 100 RPM and go again.
100.
100, done.
Swing for the fence.
Oh, look at the timing that's coming out. That's, yeah. Again, we just up the two-step. That's all we need. We got the horsepower now, so just got to get the 60 back, but of course be smart about it.
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good. Sounds promising.
Fingers crossed.
Did I hear this is last pass of the day?
I think he can get 2 more, but we'll see.
All right.
And even worse, I'll put a tune-up in it and then jump on an aeroplane and he can do another pass.
Ah,
So,
true.
Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely at least think he'll get another 2.
Keypad with fans, ultimate way to make your car run rounds. We've done 10 passes today. We've got no pit fans, no trans cooler. It's all on board in the car. There's no external cooling at all. And the coolant temp now is already back at 85 degrees. We see a high of coolant temp about 95, 96 degrees during the pass. As soon as I get back on the return road, fans on, sit in the pits for a few minutes with the fans on, and the thing just keeps lapping. So I think having the keypad to be able to override those sort of things, just absolute game changer.
That was tantalising.
I know. I was imagining a 7999
Me too.
and then it was like, oh. I think it
So
just grabbed.
close.
It's on the edge.
Yeah.
You know? I think it grabbed a bit of traction. I think it had 2 degrees in the top end. Give it
Yep.
another go.
All right.
Yeah.
Amazing. And
sick.
you got time before you fly?
Probably not, but
Cool.
we'll make it happen. Added 2 degrees out back
Yep.
to see if we can get some horsepower. It did grab the traction a little bit, so I have pulled a little bit out and left the RPM. So pretty much that is the exact same tune out, a little bit extra degree out, and then degrees in the back.
Okay.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah, bro, thank you so much. Oh, bro. What a tumultuous journey this has been, but thank you so much, bro. I could not have done 1/10 of what we've achieved with this car without you. Well, first and foremost, I want to fix the car, fix all the stuff wrong with it, and then next year we go after it. That's sick. Thanks so much, bro. Safe trip. Yeah, bro. Loving it. Thanks, bro. Bye. Oh, God. Yes! Oh, my God. We did it. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, mate. 795 or 173, 12260. We did it. We finally did it. So much work from so many people to get us here. This is amazing. It doesn't feel real.
This is what a 7 looks like.
Bro, I reckon Matty missed his plane because of it, but it's worth it. I tell you what, after nearly putting it in the wall, I didn't think it was going to happen today.
The highs and the lows.
Ooh, the composition.
I like your thinking there.
Well, I don't really know what to say. I'm a little bit overwhelmed at the moment, except for we finally did it. 795 at 173.1, 12260, so there's still a little bit on the table there. We still have 2 bigger nitrous jets, so we can go faster if we want, but at this point in time, I think it's time to redo it. So there's gonna be plenty of big stuff happening with the CRESTA in 2025. We're gonna blow the thing apart. Dave's gonna help us put an R5 and another PD16 in it. Empire's gonna help us rebuild the engine. The transmission's gonna get redone again. So there's all sorts of stuff going down with it. Yeah, stoked. Gonna thank a lot of people, and excuse me, I am gonna read off my phone because I do not want to forget anyone who's helped me get this far. It's been an absolute mission. There's been years and years of this. This has consumed my and many other people's lives for multiple years now. So yeah, got to thank first of all my wife Amy, my dad. He's been here for so much of this car's development and supporting me all around the world. Matty, again, without him, this car wouldn't be 1/10 of the car it is. Omar, same deal at Empire Mechanical and Racing. He's pushed and helped us do all sorts of stuff. Gian, he's been filming this whole thing from day one. It's probably consumed his life nearly almost as much as it has mine. Some of our partners, Sparesbox, these guys have supported us with parts as well as financially for a long time, and we really appreciate their continued support. Haltech, their engine management is absolutely #1. It just gets the job done time and time again. Wouldn't pick anything else. It just keeps going, and I really can't wait to put the R5 and the PD16 in it. Again, Empire Mechanical and Racing, the guys there, Omar just puts his heart and soul into these things, and I'm glad that I can finally deliver the 7 for him as well. Empire Elite Performance Parts, everything you guys can buy from them has been tested in cars like this, and I've pushed this thing to the absolute limit. GFB or Go Fast Bits, same deal. Their stuff is been in this since day one. We've got an EX50 gate in it and the fuel reg. They've both been flawless. Nearly got chopped. Good on you, bro. Hypertune, Pete and the team there, absolute legends as well. We've got a Hypertune radiator. We've got Hypertune plenum, exhaust manifold and intercooler. All of the things work flawlessly, and yeah, time and time again, these things just keep coming back for more. Circle D Specialties, their converter has just totally transformed the car. Equally want to give a massive shout out to Hughes Performance for the transmission. The box has been in this car for years. It's probably done between 200 and 300 passes, and it's well and truly deserving of a freshen up at this point. Golby's Parts, same thing for their support. Christian and Naomi and the team up there, they're always rooting for us. Whenever there's an event in Queensland, we always get together. Up at Jambo or in Queensland, those guys fed and housed me while I was up there, basically kept me alive because I was running on a shoestring budget when we were up there. Kelford cams, we've been using their cams since day one as well, so massive shout out to those guys. Raceworks, the plumbing throughout is all Raceworks stuff, and some of it is definitely due for replacement. So one of the things you're going to see in the future is a full replumb of the car. We're going to update some stuff because a lot of Raceworks parts have been redeveloped since this was put together. So absolutely stoked to have those guys on board. And last but not least, massive thank you to Valvoline as well for their lubricants and their financial support. We wouldn't be able to do the stuff we do without those guys. Now, I don't really know how else to sum it up, so I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode as well as the journey with the CRESTA. We are going to be dropping some CRESTA 7-second t-shirts as it turns out, and as a special thank you to anyone who buys a t-shirt, we're going to be cutting a piece of the parachute that was on the 7-second pass, and you're going to get a memento of the car forever. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.